In a world full of distractions, temptations, and constant noise, what if you could become a master of yourself? What if you could learn the ancient art of discipline, not just in theory but in practice, and transform your life starting today? Imagine walking through your day unshaken by the chaos around you. This is the power of Stoicism, the ancient philosophy that can guide us toward self-mastery, no matter the circumstances. Welcome to Stoic and Facts. In today's video, we will uncover the 10 Stoic Principles from Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Roman emperors and a true Stoic, that will help you master self-discipline. Stay with us, because each principle builds upon the last. Together, they create a powerful framework that can shift your mindset and transform your habits. But before we dive in, don't make the mistake of skipping ahead. Each lesson in this video is crucial. By skipping, you risk missing key insights that could change your life. So watch the full video, take notes, and let these principles become part of your daily routine. Principle 1. Master your mind before anything else. Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." The mind is where all discipline begins. What you think, you become. What you allow to linger in your mind becomes the architect of your reality. This is where self-discipline takes root, within your own thoughts. You cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can always control how you react to it. Imagine a Roman soldier preparing for battle. He knows the risks, the danger, the fear, but he also knows that the battle begins long before he enters the field. It starts in his mind. Similarly, our daily battles, whether it's with our emotions, habits, or external pressures, are won or lost first in our minds. Marcus Aurelius, ruling over an empire in constant conflict, practiced this every day. Despite wars, betrayal, and the weight of ruling, he maintained calm because he had mastered his thoughts. Take a moment to reflect. What thoughts dominate your mind daily? Are they empowering or defeating? Start your journey to discipline by becoming aware of your thoughts. Practice mindfulness. Whenever a negative or distracting thought arises, acknowledge it, but do not give it power. Marcus Aurelius believed that we always have the choice to rise above our thoughts, and so do you. Principle 2. Understand the power of perception. Marcus Aurelius taught that what we perceive becomes our reality. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. What does this mean for discipline? It means that many of the obstacles you face are, in fact, created by your perception of them. Picture this. You have a big deadline at work and you feel overwhelmed. Stress is creeping in, and you begin to think, "This is impossible. I'll never get this done in time." But wait, what if you viewed the situation differently? Instead of thinking of it as a burden, what if you saw it as a challenge, an opportunity to prove your resilience and improve your skills? This is what Marcus Aurelius did. When faced with immense political pressure, rather than crumbling under it, he saw it as his duty, a chance to show strength, to learn, and to grow. How often do you let your perception of an event become bigger than the event itself? Shift your perspective. Start seeing obstacles as opportunities to grow. This mental shift alone can boost your discipline because you no longer fear difficulty. You welcome it. Principle 3. Establish a morning routine that grounds you. One of the most effective ways to build self-discipline is through daily habits. Marcus Aurelius was a busy emperor, but every morning he made time to reflect on his day ahead, to remind himself of his duties and to prepare his mind for the challenges he would face. This grounding morning ritual gave him the clarity and focus needed to lead an empire, and it can give you the same power in your life. Imagine waking up and instead of reaching for your phone, you take a moment to sit in stillness. You think about what you want to achieve today. You anticipate potential challenges, but, more importantly, how you will respond to them. This is how you take control of your day before the world starts pulling you in every direction. Think about how many times you've started your day in a rush, snoozing your alarm, scrambling to get ready, and feeling stressed before you even leave the house. Now think about the days when you woke up with intention, when you gave yourself space to reflect and plan. Which days were more productive, more fulfilling? The disciplined mind starts its day with purpose. not chaos. If you want to master self-discipline, start with mastering your mornings. Principle 4. Deliberately practice discomfort. Discipline is like a muscle. It grows stronger the more you use it, especially when tested. Marcus Aurelius knew this. He practiced Stoic exercises that put him in uncomfortable situations to train his mind and body to endure hardship. He would sleep on the floor, fast for extended periods, or go without certain luxuries even as emperor. Why? Because he knew that voluntary discomfort builds resilience. In today's world, we're used to instant gratification. We want things fast, easy, and convenient. But the path to true discipline is paved with discomfort. Simple practices like taking cold showers, exercising early in the morning, or fasting intermittently can strengthen your mind to resist the pull of immediate pleasure. When you deliberately put yourself in challenging situations, you train your brain to handle life's bigger challenges with ease. So, what discomfort can you introduce into your life? It doesn't have to be extreme, just enough to remind your mind and body that you are in control, not your impulses. Principle 5. Live according to nature. Marcus Aurelius believed that living in accordance with nature meant understanding your role in the grand scheme of things. He constantly reminded himself that life is short and we must act according to our purpose without getting distracted by trivialities. This principle is essential for mastering self-discipline. When you know your purpose, your actions naturally align with it. Think about a ship lost at sea with no destination in mind. It gets tossed by the waves going wherever the current takes it. Now, imagine that same ship with a clear direction, knowing exactly where it needs to go. No matter how rough the waters get, it stays on course. That's the power of living with purpose. Marcus Aurelius was faced with countless distractions and temptations as emperor, but because he was clear on his purpose, to serve the people and uphold justice, he remained steadfast. What is your purpose? What drives you? Once you know the answer, discipline becomes easier, because every action either takes you closer to that purpose or pulls you away. Align your life with your purpose, and self-discipline will follow naturally. Principle 6. Strengthen your willpower through action. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Willpower is not built by thinking about what you should do. It's built by doing. Every time you take action, no matter how small, you strengthen your willpower. Consider a blacksmith forging a sword. Every strike of the hammer strengthens the blade, making it more resilient. In the same way, every small act of discipline, whether it's resisting that extra snack, sticking to your workout, or completing a task you've been putting off, strengthens your will. Marcus Aurelius knew that by consistently taking action, he was reinforcing his ability to stay disciplined when it mattered most. Think about your own life. How often do you delay taking action, waiting for the perfect moment or the right motivation? The truth is, there's no perfect time. Discipline is built through consistent action, not through waiting for the right circumstances. Principle 7. Focus on what you can control. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is recognizing the difference between what is within your control and what is outside of it. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Imagine you're a commander in a stormy sea, trying to navigate a ship through treacherous waters. The wind, the waves, the rain, these are all out of your control. But the sails, the rudder, and your steering, these are within your power. You could panic, overwhelmed by the external forces, or you could focus on controlling the ship as best as you can. The same applies to life. You cannot control other people, the economy, or sudden challenges, but you can always control your actions, your thoughts, and your reactions. In modern life, how many times do we stress over things outside our control, like traffic, someone else's behavior, or unexpected obstacles? Marcus Aurelius would remind us to let go of that mental clutter. Self-discipline requires focusing your energy only on what you can change, your decisions, and your reactions. Every time you choose to focus on what's within your control, you reinforce your discipline. Principle 8. Self-reflection is key to growth. Discipline doesn't mean you never falter. It means you have the awareness to learn from your mistakes and improve. Marcus Aurelius regularly reflected on his actions, asking himself, "What did I do well? What could I have done better?" This self-reflection was a crucial part of his practice, allowing him to continually refine his character. Picture Marcus Aurelius in the quiet hours of the night, after the chaos of ruling an empire has subsided. He would sit and reflect, not just on his victories, but on his failures. This practice of nightly self-examination allowed him to grow, to adjust, and to become better each day. Now think about your own life. How often do you take time to reflect on your day? Do you analyze your successes and failures with a critical yet compassionate eye? To build self-discipline, you need to continuously assess yourself, not as a form of punishment, but as a tool for growth. Start by taking 5 minutes at the end of each day to reflect. Did I act according to my principles? Did I let my emotions control me? How can I improve tomorrow? This simple practice can lead to profound personal growth. Principle 9. Find strength in community. Although Stoicism often emphasizes individual strength, Marcus Aurelius knew the value of community. He said, "What brings no benefit to the hive brings none to the bee." Discipline is often easier to maintain when you are supported by a strong community, whether it's friends, family, or like-minded individuals who challenge you to stay on course. Even as the most powerful man in Rome, Marcus Aurelius didn't isolate himself. He sought out advisors, people who could help him stay aligned with his principles. He recognized that discipline isn't just a solo journey. It's also about surrounding yourself with people who share your values and hold you accountable. Think about your own life. Who do you surround yourself with? Are they people who inspire you to grow, to stay disciplined, and to live according to your highest values? Or are they people who pull you into distractions and bad habits? To master self-discipline, align yourself with a community of people who will help keep you focused. And if you can't find one, create one. There are countless communities, both online and offline, that can provide the support you need. Principle 10. Discipline leaves a lasting legacy. One of the most profound lessons from Marcus Aurelius is that self-discipline isn't just about you. It's about the impact you leave behind. The emperor's discipline in his duties, his philosophy, and his leadership has left a lasting legacy that we're still learning from today. When you practice self-discipline, you not only improve your own life, but also inspire those around you to strive for more. Imagine Marcus Aurelius at the end of his reign reflecting not on the power he held, but on the principles he upheld. His legacy wasn't built on conquering lands, it was built on mastering himself and living in accordance with his values. His legacy lives on because of his unwavering discipline in thought, action, and character. Now think about your own legacy. What kind of impact do you want to leave on the world? Every day that you practice self-discipline, you contribute to that legacy. Whether it's setting a positive example for your family, achieving personal goals, or contributing to your community, your discipline will echo long after you're gone. So, take the principles we've discussed today and apply them not just for yourself, but for the benefit of others. You now have the 10 Stoic Principles from Marcus Aurelius that can transform your self-discipline. But remember, knowledge without action is useless. As Marcus himself said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." So, here's my challenge to you. Starting today, pick one of these principles and put it into practice. Write it down, commit to it, reflect on it at the end of each day. And as you see the impact on your life, return to these principles and layer them one by one until they become second nature. If this video resonated with you, if you felt even a glimpse of how Stoicism can help you master your life, then don't stop here. Comment below which principle you're going to start with. Subscribe to Stoic and Facts for more wisdom to transform your life. Share this video with someone who needs it, because the journey to self-mastery is always better when shared. Remember, discipline is not a destination. It's a daily practice, and as you walk this path, know that you are not alone. Together, we'll continue learning, growing, and becoming the best versions of ourselves. See you in the next video.